EOMI music, baby.
EOMI music.
In the back of a 77 Lac de Ville, I was conceived on leather seats with smooth beats that still resonate through my soul. I never hesitate to flow cold, illuminate through your peepholes and detonate on black foes. These neonates been born, but still sworn to their childish ways. Slaves without chains cause their minds is haze. Spirits ablaze, soldiers who don't know who to fight. So-called leaders with cliches told you to love everything that's white. So when we get on, we leave goddesses for white girls. God, this is not the right world. God, this is some shit. We need to stop pretending this, cause ain't shit about them motherfuckers that's supremacists. Behind closed doors, fear agendas I suppose. Bio warfare composed, and we rather believe conspiracy when it's exposed. We'd rather complain that we not treated the same, but to wanna be like rapists, murderers, and thieves, that's just insane. You gon' learn today. Every time I step to the mic and push play, I make your mind go crazy. Give you some shit that's real. My legendary status been sealed. EOMI music, giving you some shit you can feel. You gon' learn today. Every time I step to the mic and push play, I make your mind go crazy. Give you some shit that's real. My legendary status been sealed. Ray Kane in the journal, giving you some shit you can feel.
Alright, let's see here. Alright, y'all, we live. What up, though? What's the What show? I got my homegirl, CC 5 Foot in the house. Say what's up.
Great. Stay from Detroit. What's going on? It's your girl, CC 5 Foot of Fun Size.
And then I got my boy, Jesse Harrington in the house, the intellectual king up there.
Hey, man, don't be watching on me saying my name, dude. Don't say my name. What up?
You trying to hide out? You trying to hide out?
You know, you don't know who be listening.
Everybody else.
You silly, man. So, hey, as usual, I'm going to start off by showing some of these black businesses that I look up every week, try to find some different black business for us to talk about. So, y'all should be able to see this. Y'all see that?
Yes.
Natty Naturals. Natty Naturals sells tooth powder, basically toothpaste and stuff like that. It is black owned, something that, you know, we can look into. You know, everything ain't for everybody. Sometimes this herbal tooth powder might not be good for some people, but I mean, it's something to look at. And then they got other stuff that you can see, bath body candles, all this different type of stuff. So nattynaturals.com, you can go look that up. Next one is gonna be called the Stork Bag. This is a good gift for anybody that's pregnant. Wish I would have known about it a little while ago, but basically what they do is, y'all know how them bags, you know, them little things they send them for the men, that accessory company that send that stuff to men in like a little package. That's what this do. The Stork Bag, they send I think every trimester they send the woman a bunch of stuff they need for that trimester.
Oh, that's so cute.
And so it was started by a black woman. Her name is Erica Perry. I saw her. She was on the Today Show, and so this is her picture right here. So that's something we can look into. If you know somebody that's pregnant, go on there and see if you can send them something with that. And then we got the We Juice. We Juice is a company out of California. They sell juices, different cleanses, weight loss, and basically you have to buy at least $60 worth of product for them to send it out to you. But if you're into juicing and you don't really feel like juicing or don't know how, these guys do it. Again, it's another black-owned business. So let's try to support our black-owned businesses, and we're going to get right into it because my guests got to leave today, and when they leave, we're going to sign off. So today we're going to talk about voting. We're going to talk about the Democratic National Convention, the Republican National Convention, talk about some different things. So my first question to both of y'all, I'm going to let you start it off, C. Is voting important? Is voting still important? Because I hear a lot of black people in the community saying, hey, look, I'm not voting this time. I'm done. So is voting still important to you?
It's very important for me because first, I don't want to see a certain person in the office. So I know for a fact I'm going to have to get off my behind and go to the polls and vote for who I want in office. Not to say that's going to happen, but to say that I did my part. A lot of people can't and shouldn't complain if they can't go out and vote.
Okay, what about you, Jay?
I think to me it's more of, I look at it as just a historical commitment, because our forefathers didn't have those same rights, and so it was something that they fought to do. But I think what we do a lot that we've lost touch of is just knowing how to go out there and mobilize our people to go out there and support causes. And we only time we think about voting when we get to the presidential election, but those state elections, those county and city elections, we let them things slide right past us. And that's how, looking at Michigan, look, that's how they got snakes like what's that governor up there? Snyder, yeah. Snyder the snake. He's just like the snake they got here in Maryland. They snakes up from the same viper, but because we get complacent when we only get mobilized when we think the presidential election come around. But
gotcha. So both of y'all said something. I'm gonna hit you first, Jay, because you said it from a historical context. Now I hear a lot of black people say, people died for us to be able to vote, so you should go out and vote for that reason. So when you say the historical context, is that where you coming from, or what do you mean by that?
Well, I mean, when I look at it historically, I do look at that our forefathers fought for us to have the right to go vote. But I do understand when somebody say that they choose to abstain. But because you have a right, that's part of your right too. You do have the right to abstain, and choose to sit out of it. But the problem becomes that when we start feeling that the people don't represent us. But again, most of these candidates don't represent anybody. Historically, I mean, presidential elections have never represented the people. The nation wasn't even founded on, as much as they want to say, founded for the people, but it wasn't. It was still founded for that 1%, those rich landowners. I mean, so.
Got you. I'm not gonna go into no conspiracy theories today.
No, that ain't a conspiracy theory.
No, I'm not talking about you. I'm just talking about some stuff that stuff that we talk about in private. I'm not gonna go into that today. That's too much. We'd be on here forever talking about that. But I get what you're coming from. Hey, Cece, so you said one thing that stuck out to me that you said was that it's a certain person that you don't want in office. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that's Donald Trump.
True.
Okay, so you said.
Oh my gosh, not the Don. I love the Don.
No, stop all that. So you said
I can't take any more laughter.
You said that you don't want this certain person in office. So what do you say? What would you say to a person? I'm just gonna play devil's advocate here, to a person that says, well, it don't matter which one is in office. They both ain't no good, so it don't really matter. So what do you say to that?
Well, what I say, his arguments have been merely stupid. I'm just saying. I try to think of some words for it, but I can't. He's not a good debater. He's very he's an ass, and I can't think that I want that type of person in office. Now we're going to have a lot of people that are not going to be by the books that are going to be in office or running for presidency. But my cards don't lay with the Trump, okay, and his crew. Okay, I'm sorry. I just can't vote for a person that has different views the way he does. I mean, it's all right to have opinion, but his don't make sense. Got you.
I mean, I got you with that. So, now with both of these conventions, you had the Republican National Convention last week. You got the Democratic going on right now. Got to watch. If you see me looking over to the side, it's because it's on, and Joe Biden is up speaking right now. I don't know what he's talking about because I'm listening to y'all. But with both of those going on, in both of those conventions, what we have seen so far is some corruption going on. In the one convention, in the Republican convention, I don't know if you really want to call that corruption, but you can definitely see a decisiveness in the Republican National Convention, where many of the major people that would be there. Bush, Romney. I don't even think I saw what's her name? What's her name, Jay? Sarah Palin. I don't even think I saw Sarah Palin there, and she was supposed to be somebody that was supporting Trump. So with all that decisiveness, and then you got the Democratic going on this, and they seem to be on point, but you still had that decisiveness at the beginning where you got the Bernie or burn people, right? And then you got and then you had these emails come out where it shows that the DNC definitely plotted against Bernie. So with all that going on, right, it's so much corruption, and I have heard, I heard that Joy Behar got on The View and said that every politician lies, and so we got to get over that because every politician lies.
We're supposed to accept that.
We're supposed to accept that. So even if it's Hillary or if it's Trump, every politician lies. And we need to vote for basically the lesser of two evils. I don't think she used that exact wording, but that's basically what it boils down to. Now, this is my thing. The lesser of two evils is a problem for me. What do y'all think about that? I'm gonna start with you, Cece. Let you go first. Ladies
okay, first. I want to say it's not looking good on both sides. Hillary has her emails that were out there, and she's not guilty, and everybody's tripping off of that. We have the Trump and his crew, and we have a lot of things that don't make sense to us that are coming to light, and it's been going on for years. So everybody thinks we're supposed to accept it and say, okay, well, this person has a valid point of view over on this end, so we're going to go and lean more towards the Democratic Party because we don't like Trump. And that's what some people are doing. Some people are saying they're not going to vote, period. Some people are saying if another person comes and runs and they're better than the both of them, they might as well just vote for that person. Gotcha. The lesser evils, I wouldn't think that's a good idea to vote for either one if neither are trying to uphold our rights. We're getting to this point where we're fed up of the things that we have to accept. You get what I'm saying?
Jay, before I let you answer, that's a very interesting statement because I want to say Dr. Umar Johnson said I watched a video of him the other day talking about how black people and poor people were fed up and they wasn't going to vote. And he feels as though, now this is conspiracy theory. I know I said I wasn't going to get into conspiracy theories, but he did say that he felt as though Trump was thrown into the race so that black people and poor people would at least vote for somebody. Because if we're not voting, that means that we're ready to revolt. That means we're ready for revolution. So that's interesting that you said that people are getting fed up, because I know for me, I don't know if I'm necessarily fed up because Jesse could tell you this, I've been fed up. So it's not, I did vote in the last election. I'll tell you what I'm planning on doing later. We'll get to Jesse. Jay, so what you think about the lesser of two evils?
Well, I don't do the lesser of two evils. Like I said, I'm a Bernie or bust person. I've been down with Bernie Sanders, been rooting for him to run for over probably about 5-6 years. I was like, again, because I remember when I looked and found the guy, I was like, man, it gotta be somebody who not like the norms. And I found this guy, I was like, oh man, this dude's speaking the truth. And so I knew that it was a candidate out there who was better than both of these jokers. And so again, I'm dang sure I ain't voting for Trump. And I don't know if I'm gonna ride with the Hills. I might be voting with Jill Stein, go with Jill Stein this time. Okay. Because again, like I said,
wait for a second. Tell the people who Jill Stein is, because I'm gonna tell you right now, there's a lot of people that don't know who that is, because a lot of people don't know that it's more than just them two running, because that's all you got in front of your face. There are other people running, so tell people who Jill Stein is.
Jill Stein is running for the Green Party. Again, this will probably be my second time voting with the Green Party, because I'm probably one of the only black people who ain't vote for Barack Obama back in 2008.
Well, you ain't the only one, because I didn't either. I voted for Cynthia McKinney too.
We both went with the Green Party, Cynthia McKinney. We went with the black girl.
Yeah.
I mean, it is what it is. I just don't feel Hillary. I think she, I personally think she phony. But again, Trump faker. So, do I think she gonna do something for us? She probably do a little bit more for us than he would, but again, she ain't my cup of tea. So it is the lesser of two evils with that.
Gotcha.
I won't say anything negative against her to people, just because I know how powerful. You won't see, I won't do posts about against her or nothing like that, but I won't be sitting there campaigning for her, you know. I mean, rooting that hopefully, I mean, I know she could beat him, but
Do
because
you
he's a
know that?
buffoon.
Because
No, I don't, because I mean, again,
the
as I told you, you know, I work in probably one of the most conservative Tea Party counties in the world, in the state, in the country, and in Maryland, and I work with these people who who live and die hating Hillary. I'm like, it ain't even that they love Trump, they just hate Hillary, and I'm just like, really?
Well, do you know the
Yeah,
reasons why?
because they don't have real reasons. They just hate her.
I mean,
They
if you
hate her.
look to her
They hate
background,
her.
because she
They
had
hate her because her husband cheated on her. They hate her because she they don't have no reasons. They just hate her because
they
she's
just hate her
blonde.
just to be hating her.
Yeah, I'm
They
like,
they like
really?
they like Dave Chappelle and them on the hater the
Hey,
hater
hey, hey, hey. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. I'm
they
not
like
like,
that,
for
huh?
real.
The
I'm like,
haters international.
and I just look at them like they crazy.
Hey,
But
okay, I know you gotta go in a minute, CC, and I know Jay, you gotta go in a minute. I'm gonna say
I have
something.
more time for you. You know that, right?
You say that one more time.
I have a little bit more time for you if you want to throw one more question in there.
Okay, I'm gonna say this to y'all. So, um, I have been on a more of a, so I look at all this stuff that's going on, and I see super PACs. These super PACs give to these different delegations. Now, they give to these different politicians or whatever. And what I noticed, I was watching what's my show, Jay? House of Cards. So I was
oh,
watching
I gotta
House of
watch. I gotta
Cards.
catch up on that.
So I was watching House of Cards, and something happened in the middle. I ain't gonna tell you what. I ain't gonna tell you everything, because I know you ain't watched it. But basically, a super PAC was made, and they were gonna give the money to one of the candidates. And the super PAC was from a black community, even though the money was backed by white people, it still was from a black community. And it made me think about something. Now, why is it that, first off, black people ain't gonna never come together in one? And the reason why is because white people ain't even all the way together in one. Let's really be honest. You got white people that like Hillary, you got white people that hate Hillary, you got white people that like Trump, and you got white people that hate Trump. So
Mm-hmm.
ain't nobody just all together like that. But I do know that there's a collective of people that feel like like you. Okay, let's say like you're an educator. What if you got a bunch of black educators around the country together, made a super PAC, got money together where you could put millions of dollars or maybe $1 million or $2 into a campaign, into a politician, basically buy that politician and tell that politician, this is what we want. This is what my group wants. Is that something that you think we as black people should be doing? I know a lot of black people talk about putting their money in banks and all that type of stuff. Yeah, you put your money in banks, but you still got to go pay the white company for your car. You still got to go pay the white company for your water. You still got to go pay a white company for this. So you put your money in black banks all you want to. We're not separated from them. So this is my thing. If we're gonna do something and we think politics is the way to go, we got to. Our vote is not winning these people over. We got to put money in this. So
But
what would you do with that? Like, what am I going anywhere with that? Do you understand what I'm saying, or what do you think about that, Jay?
I feel you, but I think right now, I mean, with our people, we so loyal to the Democrats because they think
Did you say that on purpose?
really, 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 it is. You know, you got the Republicans and the Democrats. You know, and they so loyal to them that nobody. I mean, and we put all our money, all our votes behind them every year, and we've been getting
Nothing.
bit, getting nothing from.
All right, Jay looked like he didn't went out a minute. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna come to you, CC, because Jay went out for a minute. Let's see what you think about what I just said.
Well, to piggyback, he was right. We kind of get nothing for him. Our moms voted for him. It's a series of votes where it's traditional for us to vote Democratic, and that's what we do because it's a learned behavior. So we need to learn our own minds to know that, hey, we need to sit here, do our research, and kind of find out the candidates that we think fits that mold of what's supposed to represent us and give us our right.
Right.
Got you, got you. All right, y'all. Look, we gonna make this show short today because I know both of y'all got stuff to do, and I'm gonna say one last little thing. So, hey, one thing I want to say is Cece will be joining us a little bit more. I know her schedule is kind of funny sometimes, so she got things she's doing. She's in school, and she's also she's in school for broadcast journaling. Am I right? Am I right, CC? I think CC might have fell off. Are you right? Am I right, CC? Okay, she can't hear me. But she is school for broadcast journalism.
Yes.
Okay, I'm right. So and so we're gonna have her on here. She's gonna help me out. Jay, we know we gonna have you on here when we got the topics that hit you and the topics that you're interested in talking about. And then we got our boy Lee. Hey, everybody send a prayer out for my boy Lee. He's doing okay. Don't worry about it. He ain't dying or nothing, but just send a prayer out for him and his family and everything like that so that he can get his health back together. So with y'all two, I heard what y'all had to say. Jay, you don't know who you voting for. CC, we already know you Hillary Ford. You got the H with the arrow going forward and you voting for Hillary, right? CC? Okay, CC gone. But Jay, you don't know who you voting for yet, right?
I'm voting for Donald Trump. And I'm just playing. Yeah.
All right. So
I'm probably gonna go find. I gotta look through it, but I'm gonna go some obscure candidate that I ain't never seen before and vote for him. I'm probably gonna go with the California Socialist Party, or I'm telling you, I just do stuff like that. On sometimes, I can't do it. You know how I do.
Hey, I got you. I'm going to say this because everybody else said who they were voting for, and I'm going to be honest. I don't know who I'm voting for, and to be honest with you, I don't know if I'm even voting. And I will tell you why. One of the reasons why I just as I watched both of these things go down, especially that Republican National Convention, it was a clown show. It looked like WWE wrestling, and it looked like when you got a heel up there and he's talking, and some of the people like the heel, so they start cheering for him because he's saying wild stuff. And then you got the Democratic, where it's just really a love fest. But again, as I look at where the money is laying and where the money is, it seems like to me that the money is going with Hillary. Even though Trump is getting a lot of media play, you got to follow the money. All the money right now is going to Hillary. Unless we see a change in that, most likely Hillary's going to win. Every election I've ever watched since I've been a kid, and if you go back and study it, the person that had the most money is the person that normally wins. Except for maybe the Gore and Bush, where I believe Gore had more money than Bush, but Bush won because obviously somebody with more money than what we could think of wanted him to be the person that was going to be the president. So I don't know who I'm going to vote for. I don't know if I've given up on voting. I don't want to say that, but I do feel as though this one right here, as far as black people go, it don't matter who's going to get in office. Whoever gets in office, they're most likely not going to do the things that we need them to do for us as a community. A few of us may make extra money because Hillary is in office. Donald Trump, I don't think that white people are ready for him to go to war in the sense of going to a World War III. So I don't think that would happen. And if Donald Trump does some of the stuff that he was talking about doing, I don't know how long he would even be in there. So I don't know who I'm going to vote for. I'm going to say that one more time. Just do not know. I wish I could say that I knew who I was going to vote for. I'm looking at the Green Party. People saying don't vote a third party because this is going to mess it up for Hillary. As far as I'm concerned, it wasn't going to mess it up for Hillary anyway because she wasn't going to get my vote. And Donald Trump definitely ain't getting my vote. So if I'm just going to vote because my ancestors died for me to vote, then most likely I'm going to go with some third party. Not sure who, haven't really studied them out yet. There's so many of them out there that we could, you just got to go through and study them because they're not going to show them on TV
You're never going to get a chance to hear what they have to say in these conventions. What I do want to say is, people, we as a people need to not just black people, but white people and black people. We need to demand more from our government, and we need to demand more from these conventions, more from these political races. And what I mean by that is that we need to demand that they don't just go with this two-party system. This two-party system is just basically two sides of the same coin. I don't think neither one of them have the people in mind. They only have the people that's giving the money in mind. And so with that being said, we need to start demanding that other people get in on these debates. If there are other people running for president, they should have a chance to get in on one of those debates. If not all the debates, at least one. It will give us a better chance. It will give us more of a ability to have a better sight on who we should vote for, instead of just giving us two people to vote for. If I came to somebody with an orange pop and a grape pop, but they knew fruit punch was in the back and they like fruit punch, they would wonder why didn't you ask me if I wanted fruit punch? It's almost like they give us two people and we accept it. And we got to stop that. We got to start figuring out, how are we going to go about finding out about other candidates, and black people, we need to figure out how we're going to go about getting candidates to do what it is they say they're going to do for our community, because us voting for them is not getting it done. We need to put some money in on this. We may need to start figuring out a way to make PACs. Maybe we'll make a education PAC. Maybe we'll make a PAC with finances. I don't know. I'm not a person that's going to go out here and plan that. I don't, at this point, that's not who I am. I'm not that type of person yet. Maybe that's something where God may lead me, but right now that's not what I'm doing. But we do need to figure out how to get something together where we are putting our money behind a certain candidate, because that candidate has said what they're going to do, and we have told them what we want them to do. In that way, because we put our money in there, they know that's what they're going to do. Because them getting our votes don't mean anything. You can register to vote all you want to, but without that money, giving them that money so that they can go and do what it is that we tell them to do, like these super PACs do, like the NRA do, like any of these super PACs, like they do, they go and they buy these politicians, and they own them politicians, and the politicians bet not do against what they told them to do, because if they do that, they will not get any more of that money, and they will be out of office. So we need to figure out a way to get our power structure behind that if we want to have any chance in this political arena. Or we need to start thinking like Farrakhan and figuring out a way to get separated. Hey, what's the what show today? We out of here. Jesse and CC had to get off the line. I just want to thank them both for joining us today. And if you got any comments, anything about what we said, hey, just share them with us, and we'll be glad to get back with you. Thank you again. What's the What Show? Holla at y'all next time.